watches your every step, reaches his hands to the ones that long to feel his touch. He watches your every step, touches the wounds of a broken heart, making a difference in every soul that comes to him. I have a message from the Lord. I have been called to preach to you. He is a faithful God, loving God to you. Hear the good tidings from above, filled with a message of relief. Carry your burden to him, let him lead your way. I have a message from the Lord. I have been called to preach to you. He is a faithful God, loving God to you. Hear the good tidings from above, filled with a message of relief. Carry your burden to him, let him lead your way. Hear the good tidings from above, filled with a message of relief. Carry your burden to him, let him lead your way. Your way. Waliwo ensozi z'ebizibu, nzoyiseko era n'owangula, naye waliwo ekikko eky'ekizikiza ekikulemye okuyitamu. Bwe walowooza nga obikutte, byawandiikibwa eby'essuubi, naye kaakano ennaku ejjudde mu mwoyo gwo, nga weebuuza kiki ekiddako. Awali ebibuuzo Yesu ali, yesinga byonna ffe bye tusaba. Awali ebibuuzo ye wali, awali ebibuuzo Yesu ali, yesinga byonna ffe bye tusaba. Awali ebibuuzo ye wali. Bulijjo weebuuza nti watchinze naeloza eyojolaga guluminga bukuyinze oja kumanya bachi wedaga okumulemberako awali ebibuzo Yesu
I think everyone is blessed for that wonderful item or items. Let us invite our presenter for today, our mama. Let us give her maximum attention.
Thank you, brother. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How many of you are happy to be here? Smile and wave. Smile and wave. Yeah. I'm very, very happy and excited to be here. It is always joy to be with my children here at Musda, Makerere University 7th Day Adventist Association. If you are studying in Makerere University and if you are not part of this association, make sure you become part of the association, because it's a wonderful association in this university doing lot of activities. Even next week there is a social day. We just finished a gift Sabbath social day, there's sports day, there's also social service, giving back to the society, there is Achievers Club, there are many activities, okay, so health talks, so you will greatly benefit from this association, okay. So before we begin, let me first introduce myself as how they introduce. I am Mama Karen or Mrs. Karen Singh. I am wife to the elder who is in charge of Makerere University 7th Day Adventist Association, Elder Milka Singh. And I am the mama. So I am the mama of this association. And I am married for 23 years. Okay, so I always love to work with young people. Even at work, I manage a business which involves imparting IT skills to young people. Even at work, we have young people. So I always love to work with young people. One reason is it always makes me feel young. Yes, and always, and also it gives me happiness to solve their challenges. All right. So, how many of you were attending right from Sunday? You were here for the relationship talk right from Sunday? Only 2 people. Only 2. Okay, right from Sunday, Pastor was telling us about having boundaries. Okay, in relationship, and also he was also talking about like how you need to stand firm in your principles. And yesterday we had the presentation where love is not money or love is not sex, right? Yeah. So today I'm here to present to you about red flags in relationships. Alright, let us humble ourselves for a word of prayer. Our kind and loving Father in heaven, thank you so much for this beautiful day you have blessed us, Father. Lord, before you are young people who are here, young people with thousands of questions in their hearts, Father, and with some of them with a lot of burden in their hearts, Father. Lord, I pray that you are a God of wisdom. Lord, you guide each one of them with your wisdom, Father. It is true that I have made my preparation, but if you don't speak through me, Father, whatever I have prepared may turn out to be foolish, Father. Lord, come and guide us with your wisdom. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Oh, red flags in relationship. Why is it important to talk about this? Okay, so what are these red flags? Okay. Is it connected? I think I need some help. Domestic violence is on the increase each and every day, and the statistics in the United States, it said like 1 in 4 women suffer domestic violence and 1 in 9 men suffer domestic violence. How about in Uganda? We may think like the society is, like a very closed society and all that. So, but 1 in 3 women suffer domestic violence, and almost around 59% of the men who were interviewed, okay, so in a group of around 3,000, they had gone through domestic violence. So the rate is very high even in Uganda. So how can this be avoided? So human beings are very complex, and especially young as you are, each one of you are very complex, because we come from different complex environments. Okay, so nobody is perfect. All of us are sinful, right? Okay, so but still some complexities are considered to be too complex, and difficulties there could have been avoided with some awareness. So as long as there is awareness about how to cope with a particular situation, how to cope with some people, then these kind of violences that will be arising out of such complexities could be avoided. Okay, so that's why to create awareness about complexities in relationships, that's why we are here to talk to you on different areas, including red flags in relationships. So these red flags are early signs of narcissism, too much extreme domination, aggression, victimization, and abusive behavior. Okay, so basically, if someone is going to manipulate you too much and cause you emotional abuse or physical abuse or mental abuse, it will have some early signs. This is what we call as red flags. Okay, so when you start seeing these red flags in people, you'll know that these people may not be able to have healthy relationships. If you proceed, say for example, if there is a red signal when we are in a traffic point and there is red signal, the traffic control shows red signal, we are not supposed to progress further. We have to stop and wait, right, for those people who have got the green signal to pass. But if you, again, after seeing the red signal, if you are proceeding further, what would happen? It might cause accidents, right? So if you are walking through a pathway, they have put a red ribbon, Okay, and if you attempt to pass, maybe there is a deep excavation. That's why they have put that red ribbon. If you attempt to cross, you may fall into that deep pit. Okay, so it will be very difficult to come out. That's why you need to be very careful about these red signals. Okay, so today's presentation is not to make you put on red glasses to see everyone with a negative perspective. Please keep in mind, it is not the intention. We have to understand that everybody, we have our own weaknesses. But some behavior, as we are going to see some behavior, some characteristics, if you observe and it is at an extreme level in a relationship, then you have to take it as a red signal. You have to quietly observe. Okay. By the way, I would like to, as we talk about relationship, I would like to ask, how many of you are below 21 years? Please raise your hand. Below 21. Below 21. Only one person. You people fear to share your age or what? Okay, so, you know, the human brain, you know, it reaches its full development only between 25 to 30 years, or from 24 to 30 years. It is not fully developed, especially the frontal lobes, which is very essential to make decisions. You know, it is not fully developed. So it is highly, as much as you have those feelings and emotions, you may not be in a position to make crucial decisions when you are 21, 22 or below 21. You may not be able to make right decision, especially this decision of choosing the right life partner. Okay, if you are in campus and if you are looking out for a relationship, know fully well it is your infatuation or your hormones that is pushing you to get someone. Okay, so it may not be the right decision that you will be making. Are you with me? You have to be very clear about that point. You have to understand that if you are it is a risk that you will be taking when you are choosing a partner, when you are here during your bachelor's degree 3-year program. You came into campus 19 years, 20, 21, 22, in 21 even you have chosen your partner. There's more possibility that your choice could be wrong. You have to keep that on mind. That's why you have to be very careful, very cautious and observe so much. Don't rush into any relationship if you have not spent time 3 to 6 months in that relationship. So I encourage all young people to first build friendship. When you are in campus, make friends, enjoy the friendship. It is this friendship that is going to take you long. Okay, so in marriage, you know, there is the honeymoon period, then the early years, different stages you go through in marriage. So when you reach 20 years, 25 years, what will be pushing through you in that marriage relationship is the friendship that you established. Are you with me? So here, this is the time when you have to make strong friendships. You know, you should have many besties, many besties, strong friends with whom you can interact closely very well. Okay, so before even you decide, you consider someone to be your partner, to be in a relationship, you should have spent minimum of 3 to, I will even say 6 months. I won't even say 3 months, 6 months to 1 year. Alright, that's when you will be able to understand, know that person well. Otherwise, you know, this thing of you have just exchanged gifts. You know, the guy exchanged gift with the girl, that doesn't mean that you can begin your relationship. Are you with me? Giving gift is not love. Are you with me? So it is, you should not get too excited about that. It could be an expression of interest, but you cannot conclude that you have already fallen in love with that person just because you have exchanged gives. Okay. So as much as I'm going to give you some of the red flags, I cannot exhaust because the red flags can go from anywhere from 7 to even 45 if you research on that. So I'm not going to bring out all that, but I'm going to bring out some crucial elements. But before even we talk about red flags, it will be very difficult for some people to comprehend the red flags in another person. So the simpler aspect is, then how should we choose our life partner? That will make it easier, not so? Instead of saying you should not do this, you should not, what should I be doing then? Won't it make it easier? So that's what I want to first give 3 key principles to choose a partner. We are going to look at 3 key principles. Okay, I hope you are all with me. Okay, follow me carefully. So the first principle is what? You are going to choose a partner who is sharing the same religious value as that of you. Same religious value. This is key. If you are an Adventist, please choose an Adventist. If you leave this principle and then you are looking at all other aspects, it's not going to help you. If you are a Roman Catholic, then you please choose from, if you don't have any, you are not going to research, you are not going to change yourself, it's better you marry a Roman Catholic, not a Muslim, not a Hindu, not a Jain. You marry a Roman Catholic, you marry a Roman Catholic, because the this is very important. Sharing the common or the same religious values is very important. Otherwise, this difference itself will cause lot of confusion in the family. Are you with me? An Adventist don't marry a born again. And born again don't come and look for an Adventist. Are you with me? Because you are at a different levels, like different, your religious values, religious practices, everything will vary. So what happens if in inter-religious marriages, say you are an Adventist and you have married a Roman Catholic or born again. Okay, Saturdays you want to come to church, but your partner would like to go, say if it is a lady, she might want to go to attend weddings or bridal shower or baby shower, and she's not going to come to you. And you are an Adventist, you want your children to attend Sabbath school, but she would want to take your children to play basketball or play or learn music on Saturdays. So differences come, and because of differences there will be quarrels, there will be issues. So all through, you cannot agree. Okay, it will initially it may look like it can work out well, but as time goes by, there will be lot of difference, and it will cause problems in the marriage. And it may even, I have come across a couple, they thought like they can, the man, he is an Adventist, the lady, she was from another faith. The man thought like she can convert this lady to his belief, but years rolled, the lady got too much into the world. She was not even a Christian. She became like too much into the world. She started drinking, she started going to parties. At last the man ran away from her. He ran away to the US, leaving her for peace, because the issues were too much. Okay, so in Amos 3:3 we see, can two walk together unless they are agreed? You cannot have a family if you are not sharing religious values. Please keep that on mind. And also we see caution from Paul, do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. I'm going to expound this point next. Someone may claim they are Adventists, but they may be Adventists, they may be coming to church on Sabbath, but they are still unbelievers. They are not believing what their religion is teaching. They are still unbelievers. Are you with me? For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness, and what communion has light with darkness? Okay, this is the foundation. This is the key point. Okay, the next one. Number 2, marry someone who has chosen to put Jesus Christ first in their life. Before even someone gets into relationship, they should have first established their relationship with Jesus Christ. Alright? So if you are a person here and you are looking out for a partner, as much as you are evaluating the other partner, ask yourself, I claim to be a Christian, or I claim to be an Adventist. Do I have personal walk with God? Do I read my Bible? Do I listen to God's voice each and every day? Do I pray? Do I talk to Jesus? Do I find delight in listening to God's words? Okay, so you have to really introspect and ask, as much as you are evaluating the person you are going to choose from. Before you are meeting someone in your life, you should have met Jesus. That's when, the relationship will go in the right direction. Fall in love with Jesus before you fall in love with someone. The third principle, okay, this also helps when we come to red flags. Okay, the fruit of the Spirit. When you build a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, you are filled with the Holy Spirit. So when you are filled with the Holy Spirit, you reflect the fruit of the Spirit. You bear the fruit of the Spirit. Others will start seeing the fruit of the Spirit in your life. We call it a fruit because all these things together form one fruit. Are you with me? So if you are looking out for your partner, a good partner, see if they are loving. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. These are very, very important. So probably when you are with them, you may experience love and joy. Certain aspects could be there, but if you spend more time with them, you see that this person is not kind at all. They may be kind and good to you, but they are not kind to others around. Okay, so they don't have self-control, or they don't have, peace in them. Some people always will be crying, or always, complaining. All these are signals that they don't have personal relationship with God. Even if someone claims that they are, attending church regularly, that they read the Bible and all that, you need to observe. That's why we give you 3 to 6 months to observe this person. Do they reflect? Do you see this? So, we saw the verse in Amos 3:3. Can two walk together if they don't agree? I will tell you, if you have to observe all these things, you may not be able to observe them all when you are, here in group, or, in your class. Of course, from a distance you can observe them. But as you become friends, don't get yourself committed before you have not spent time long enough walking with them. Literal walking. Okay, so best time when you can analyze someone is take a long walk. Are you with me? Take a long walk. Walk from maybe the main gate to even the city center. Walk together in crowded places. Walk together in not so crowded places, and see how this person gets along. You see the person, you will know that the person is caring if the person tries to pull you from the road to the pavement. That shows that this person is going to protect you. As you walk, maybe if the man is carrying lot of books, heavy weight in his hand, maybe the lady may say, give some, I will also carry. That shows that this lady is a caring person. The lady is going to take care of you. Are you with me? Okay, so as you go further in your relationship, you can even take a public taxi and travel. Don't travel, go and take a room and stay there and come. Yesterday we were cautioned, not so. that shouldn't be your motive. Don't go with the intention of taking a taxi to Jinja, it got delayed, so we get a room, we stay there and come. No, you take a taxi and travel together and see the behavior of people. So I was told one person, like, he's a matured guy, he's in like 26, and he liked this girl in campus, good Christian and all that. But he came and told me, Mama, I will not be considering this lady because this lady had been so rude to the guy who was trying to help her. The guy had arranged for a person to help the lady in repairing the laptop. So this person, this technician had come to repair the laptop. The lady was too rude and behaved badly. So how can someone who is trying to help this person be insulted and put down? So if this lady cannot appreciate that, how is she going to keep patience and appreciate me? So young people, wake up and keep your eyes open. May not love blind you. Are you with me? Keep your eyes open to observe things around. If you are not clearly seeing these aspects that we see in the fruit of the Spirit, it's better to reconsider the path you are taking. Because if the person is always complaining, after you get married also, this person is going to complain and you are going to lose your peace. Okay, so there are, these are the three key principles that you need to keep on mind and observe before you decide on the relationship. Okay, so to progress further. So coming to the red flags, okay, I have listed down topmost, which may lead to abusive behavior. Okay, so many erratic behaviors are observed in marriage relationships these days. Yesterday, Pastor was talking about Gen Z, but even the earlier generation. Okay, so the millennials, and we see that the millennials, the relationships, the marriages are not even lasting for 2-3 years. Because they have taken over so much by their emotions to choose their life partner, rather than analyzing whether this relationship is going to be long-standing or not. And also we see that many are influenced by the world. Okay, as individuals, many are exposed to violent movies that project abusive things. In the movies, they are exposed and become numb. And you see the love is fading away. That aspect of love is not there. Okay, so, but rather they are taken over by attraction rather than love. So, and the movies, the serials and all these are projecting them so much. Okay, but since you are young people and you are here, you can be cautioned that you have to tread slowly in your relationship. Analyze carefully. Even you can prolong if you have met someone in campus, you are good friends, keep up the good friend, level, long period of time, so that you reach 23, 24, then you make the decision. You are here in this campus to do what? You are here not to look for a life partner. The core objective why you are here is to study, to develop yourself, to equip yourself with skills and knowledge, and to lay strong foundation and build on that to be successful in your life. Okay, so this is the same advice I give my son also. I have one son, he's 21 years, your age group, and of course he also goes through all these things, though currently he claims that he is looking for peace. That is his statement in AY. When someone asks, are you in a relationship, he said, like, as of now I'm trying to have peace. Then someone asks, is peace a lady? No, he's looking for peace. So this is advice I give for him. If you build yourself very well as a young man, right things are going to happen at the right time. Okay, so don't rush, don't be in pressure. Everybody asks, do you have a girlfriend? Are you not in a relationship yet? No, don't worry. If you build yourself, you will be at the right place. Don't bother about them. Have your focus and keep yourself in God's ways. That is also very important. Then right things will happen at the right time. So I have tried to list important things here, like red flags or crucial red flags. Overly controlling behavior, abuse of any kind, physical, mental, emotional, lack of trust and constant jealousy, addiction, anger management issues, codependency, secretive behavior. Overly controlling behavior. Okay, so when you are many of you might be already in a relationship. Okay, so for simple things, don't try to relate it with this. There will be a tendency to relate with this. So these are all extreme, even overly controlling behavior. That's why I added the word overly controlling behavior, not just controlling behavior. Okay, so you have put on a t-shirt and someone your girlfriend is coming and telling, why did you wear this t-shirt? You could have worn the other one. That doesn't mean it's a controlling behavior. It could be out of affection. You could have dressed smarter. It may not be a controlling behavior, but it becomes a controlling behavior when they decide on everything, whom you should talk to, when you should call someone, how long you should spend time. Every time it is them who are making the decision where you should be going. You are trying to suggest another restaurant, but this person they always suggest this is where you should go. At the end of it all, it is their decision. It is their decision. So initially, it may look like, it is love, it is caring. You are in love with the other person, so you want the other person to decide. You like it when the other person suggests. And you may say like, yes, it's okay. Next time we can go to the other restaurant, this time we can go. Then next time also this person says the same thing. Then again, after all, anyhow, I love her. Let me give in for this. If you yield to that, let me tell you, gentlemen, if you are in a relationship, you have accepted this person already controlling every aspect of your life, please decide that you don't resist it. If you see the red flag, if you are not running away, you have married the same person who had been controlling you, what you should be doing? Keep quiet and proceed in that relationship. Don't complain that it is abusive. Are you with me? Because this is a controlling behavior you had encouraged. I know in our circle one couple, when they were in relationship, this lady was the one controlling every aspect. When they got married also, when they got the children also, what the children should do, every aspect. The lady became the head of the family, not the man. It becomes much dangerous. This controlling behavior becomes much more dangerous if the lady is taking. It is bad even if the man is controlling, but it becomes too bad when the lady is controlling, because according to the biblical principle, for a successful family life, wives are to submit to their own husbands. Unfortunately, in many families, wives will be submissive to other men. Their uncles, their dad said this, their uncle said this, their colleagues said this. They will be submissive to other men, but not when they come home, they are not submitting to their own husband. That's why the Bible clearly says, wives, submit to your own husbands. And men, what are you supposed to do? You have to love your wife. This is the formula. Women, be submissive. Men, love your wives. Or men, love your wives. Women, be submissive. These should go hand in hand. If this principle is not working, this formula is not working, the family life will not be happy and it will not be satisfying. Alright? So when you give the control, voluntarily encouraging that control behavior, you make your decision, sweetie. Whatever you tell, I will oblige, sweetie, darling. All these things. This guy, what happened when he reached his 40s? He ran away from home to his parents. He started living with his parents. Now he started complaining. This lady is trying to dominate me. She is trying to bossing me around. She is arrogant. She is rude. But in first place, who encouraged this? Who accepted this behavior? It is the man. So if you are seeing such a kind of behavior, what should you do? You try to talk it out. Okay, so gently, don't point out, don't point. Because even as much as you point one thing, the prick in another person's, a small dirt in another person's eye, you will have a log in your own eye. So the other person may bring, if you bring 1 point, they will bring 5 points against you. So gently as you are talking, you can try to convey how, like you both can make a decision together, discuss and make the decision. But if you see if the other person is always controlling, even they may want to have your password for your email, password for your phone. They would like to know who are all the contacts with whom you have chatted that day. They will get your phone to see whom have you chatted with, and they decide, you see this guy, I don't like this guy, stop talking to that guy. You can have this person as your friend, that person, but this one, no. Without reasoning out, the girl asks, why shouldn't I don't like, could be jealousy. But that is overly controlling behavior. What will happen if this person who is saying you don't, without cautioning, the person can reason out, you see this guy is a player, so don't get too much with him, he may, mesmerize you, this, that, without reasoning out together, even giving proof. If you say that, that is a characteristics which later on develop into lack of trust and constant jealousy. Not allowing wife to even go out. There are some husbands who want to keep their wives at home. Why? Because they fear if she goes out, she will run away with another man. She will go and cheat him. Are you with me? So, people would have suffered. Men here, let me tell you, you would have had bad experience before in your past relationship. You were in love with a girl. As time went by, this girl fell in love with another person and you discovered that this girl doesn't love you any longer, but she is in a relationship with another person. You had suffered a lot to get over it. Now you are trying to get into another relationship. Don't keep on checking whether this girl is in another relationship or not. That's why I was telling you, you need to build your relationship with God first before you fall in love or before you get into a relationship. Why? Because you take all your doubts, you take all your pain, all your things to God. You will cast down all your burdens and God will transform your pain and He will fill your heart with His love. So you will be able to love this person fully and trust this person fully. Are you with me? Okay? So abuse of any kind. This is another red signal. Verbal, physical, mental, emotional. Okay, so verbal, this person always, over phone also, if you delay answering, this lady shouts at you. If you have planned to go somewhere and you have reached her room late and she shouts at you like anything. Or this man is always, when he's around, passing some bad remarks about your body, or sometimes this may go to an extent that he is commenting about your appearances, he or she, it could be both sides. Okay, so in front of your friends, all the time, not just once, hey, look at your hair, you are almost becoming bald, in front of others. Look at your skin, how it looks. When others are there, openly bringing out negative aspects about you and making fun of it. These are all signals. This behavior will go to whatever you are observing slightly. Let me tell you, when you are in love even with someone, if you are able to identify some negative aspects in this person, let me tell you, it is not going to go away as time goes by. It is as you as you form your family and begin to live as husband and wife, it is going to go, these things are going to only increase. It is not going to decrease. You are going to even find more negative things as you spend 24/7 with this person, 365 days. Multiply it with 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. My parents made their 55 anniversary, 55 years together. Some make their 60th anniversary also. So if we walk that long, it doesn't mean that everything was good and life is bed of roses. It's not like that. There are also thorns and we have borne with those thorns. Okay, so if you are in a relationship, you are able to identify these negative aspects, keep observing them. If it is too much for you as an extreme level, please don't continue in that relationship, because these are, especially coming to physical abuse, they are already slapping you. This lady has slapped you because she has thrown her shoes at you because you didn't give her the right gift. Are you with me? Or she asked you to do something and you didn't do. Or this man is like pulling your hair like this in anger. Okay, so these are all physical abuse. So many people suffer silently in all these abuses, especially in a situation. You see, these are all linked. We cannot separate. It will usually be linked. When there is an abuse, sometimes most importantly, there will be codependency also. Codependency is an aspect where you are depending on each other too much, that you create a wall around you. You don't allow anyone else within your circle. Especially one person will prompt for that codependency. One person will say pose as if he is the world for you or she is the world for him. So you depend too much on yourself that one of them will begin to bear with all these abuses silently. Are you with me? So if you are in such codependent relationship, you have quit all other friends, lady friends, men friends, ladies. You would have even stopped interacting with other ladies. You are happy that you are just two. You are not on Instagram. You are not on Facebook. People ask why? Because this person is enough for me. That's what you claim. But later on, it turned out to be in an abusive relationship. That is a red flag. Of course, anger management issues, or I have already mentioned about that in emotional, verbal issues. Then secretive addictions. If you know this person is already having addictions, alcohol or drugs, okay, so don't ever hope that this person is going to come. Let me caution you, you are not a savior. Are you with me? You are not a savior, and you are not here to save the other person. Many people get into the relationship out of pity. Your relationship should not be formed out of compassion or out of pity. If you are in a relationship, you should be, you should be admiring, looking up to the other person. You should be building each other up. Are you with me? That should be the relationship. So if a person is alcoholic, please quit. Because alcohol is the best solvent. It can dissolve families. It can dissolve your career. It can dissolve your health. It is the best solvent. Okay, so many families have suffered. It had split because of this alcoholism, drug addiction. It also leads to mental issues. It also, alcoholism, drug addiction can also lead to, abusive behaviors, speaking bad words, physically abusing and all that. And also, not only alcoholism and drugs, there could be other strange addictions. Okay, so especially if you're from other faith, Adventists don't usually pierce, but in other faith, piercing is going on popular. Piercing and tattooing. Are you with me? That's also an addiction. If you are not aware of it, you will not see people stopping with piercing only their nose. The moment they have pierced their ears and then they have started piercing their nose, they will begin going for piercing in all kind of weird places. Lips. After you get married, they are going to spend all their time there. They are not going to get any attention. Okay. The final one, secretive behavior. Okay. So, Pastor talked about boundary to the other person. You should also respect the issues, the private, what they want to keep it private. Okay. So you shouldn't be going too much into that. You may know that this person was in a relationship. They have come out of that. But what is secrecy is, this person is in a relationship. Similar, the same applies to the ladies also. The ladies may have some health issues. They are not openly telling, knowing that this person is interested to marry you. They are not telling you that they have the specific health issue, fear of getting rejected. Okay? And also sometimes you have to be very careful also. When someone tries to come and tell you their secret, you should also analyze whether you should go ahead into that relationship. Because say for example, let me quickly finish this. I came across one of my friends, two of my friends, this happened actually. The husband, in introduction, everything has progress and all that. This lady decided to forgive this person. After all, this person is so open to me. Let me go ahead. He's not secretive. Let me go ahead and marry this person. 4 years, 5 years, she started hearing people telling you, I'm seeing your husband with another lady. I'm seeing the husband with another lady. Then another 10 years into marriage, this lady is having her third child, thinking that the husband is going to put up with her if she gets pregnant for the third time. The husband is having a child out of the wedlock, another baby. As if it is not enough, as she was dealing with it, the husband, one fine day, he left the country, left to another country. And from that another country, still she hears that he is in relationship with another girl. That is what? That's also a sort of sexual addiction. This other friend of mine, just before wedding, it was not him who had told, it was the secretive behavior. The guy who is going to marry her, he had already had multiple affairs. She comes to know about it. She continues with the marriage, and in the marriage she suffers sexual abuse. Are you with me? When someone is open or not open, if you know that they are having children out of wedlock, this can happen. Same with the other side of ladies also. Unfortunately, I have examples of only women. You better run away. If you have not gone ahead with the wedding, please stop it. Because as you become a family, as the children also come in, the children also suffer along with you. Are you with me? So that is why it's very important. As much as we see these red flags, if you see any of these red flags in you, please try to pray about it. Ask God to change you. It is God who can give us a new heart. As much as you are going to observe this behavior in your boyfriend or girlfriend, or the person whom you are going to look out for to be a boyfriend or girlfriend, you yourself analyze if you are displaying such behavior. That's why I gave you the key principle to fall in love with Jesus before you fall in love with someone. The last slide will be self-explanatory. The Bible gives us a clear definition of love. That is the love meter. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It will never have overly control over you. Okay, so it is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrong. You fail in a paper, they tell everybody, this guy had papers, They don't put you down. Okay, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And love, don't think that you are enduring because of love. Don't avoid the red flag because you are in love with the other person. It endures all the pain and the suffering that would arise after you have committed yourself. Love never ends. Okay, so Sister Ellen G. White, she has written a number of books. Let every step towards a marriage alliance be characterized by modesty, simplicity, sincerity, and an earnest purpose to please and honor God. Ask yourself, if I am in this relationship, will it honor God? Or I have to keep this relationship as a secret to my family, to my friends. Okay? And marriage affects both the afterlife, both in this world and in the world to come. Marriage is going to affect your afterlife in this world and